What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, today's question: is Ethereum set for a renaissance? Now, I appreciate Ethereum for being a first mover. It introduced smart contracts and built a great crypto ecosystem, which I didn't know about when I owned a couple of ETH coins back in the day, until I realized, just like with Bitcoin, I missed out on the initial ETH wave. Now, just days ago, Digital made an announcement that was rather surprising, selling all of their acquired 280 Bitcoins and reallocated it in not just a coin, that being Ethereum. Here to explain is Digital CEO Sam Tabar.
Well, look, coming from an institutional background, I've been in this space for many years now, and I've watched investors feel like they missed on the Bitcoin wave. Ethereum represents that next wave. And so that is important to show investors an opportunity to catch up in a way. But also, we're not just buying a coin. We're allocating our reserves to a protocol that powers trillions of on-chain activity. And we believe Ethereum is becoming a new category of a strategic corporate asset, just like gold and treasuries. Ethereum actually really is a superior corporate asset. You could actually capture a good yield on that and fantastic capital appreciation.
Now, that's a bold move for a company like Digital. The question is, how will this play out for them? In today's vid, we'll dissect this possible Ethereum renaissance and explore what opportunities there are for Kaspa, the new kid on the block. Stay tuned, Crypto Crew.
Neolithic tools served basic functions. Ethereum serves basic functions, both primitive by modern standards. Evolution continues. Think Kaspa.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Before we continue, Crypto Crew, always remember to protect your crypto investments. Self-custody is key, especially during this 2025 bull run. And in my personal opinion, the Tangent Wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. So if you wish to order your Tangent Wallet today, you can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Also, Ethereum captures real economic activity. As stablecoin volumes grow, as tokenization becomes a thing, the fees generated by that activity is plowed back into the ETH holders, and that kind of feedback loop is not available for Bitcoin.
Digital CEO Sam Tabar explains why they've chosen Ethereum, not just an attempt to catch the next wave, that being Ethereum, but also to capitalize on other economic activities such as tokenization and stablecoins. And I get it, Ethereum has a robust ecosystem, it's proven, which offers security to a potential investor, in this case, Digital. However, when it comes to stablecoins, Ethereum isn't the number one option. The majority of that niche belongs to Tron at the making of this recording, which I've discussed in previous vids. Tron isn't really ideal either. Point is that even though Ethereum does host stablecoins, it's not ideal simply because of high fees and network congestion. Although Kaspa is working on smart contracts at the making of this recording, which will usher in stablecoins the likes of USDT and USDC, fundamentally Kaspa scalability and low fees will make for a more attractive platform for both users and issuers, as Kaspa at 10 blocks per second is a proven winner when it comes to transaction speed compared to proof-of-stake coins, including Ethereum.
Do you think the upside of Bitcoin has been achieved? Is there less upside there than in Ether in your view?
I think Bitcoin is obviously the mother coin. It has first mover advantage. However, Ethereum has been sort of compressed in its valuation because of the era of Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler went after a lot of Ethereum projects during his reign at the SEC. He's no longer there. And Congress is now passing a lot of a lot of legislative acts to offer clear rules around Ethereum. You've seen the Genius Act that's been passed that provides a lot of rules about stablecoins, and more than half of stablecoins are built on Ethereum. And you see the Clarity Act that's upcoming. all these legislative acts is erasing the era of Gary Gensler and is finally unleashing what Ethereum can be. And so that's one of the main reasons why Ethereum hasn't had its chance in the sun, because of regulatory pressure, regulatory lack of clarity, and an SEC chairman that had some sort of weird vendetta against Ethereum.
Great point, Sam. Regulatory clarity is important, especially when it comes to proof-of-stake crypto projects like Ethereum, because according to asset classification, Ethereum is a security and Kaspa would be a commodity. Commodity means things like gold and oil. Its value is based on supply and demand for that basic material. And a security is something that you buy, like a piece of a business or a financial claim, or like paper money, which has no backing of something of value, like silver or gold. Its value is based on the performance and potential of that specific entity. And this is why Kaspa's nature being a proof-of-work crypto coin matters. Like Bitcoin, Kaspa coins have to be mined with real-world resources, and its simplicity and focus on decentralized network may make it less susceptible to future regulatory outreach targeting complex smart contract platforms.
I think crypto offers, you can have your cake and eat it too. You could invest in a token that's a stable coin, or you can invest in a token that has, of course, some volatility, but we believe structural upside. You can't get rid of the cyclical gyrations of a new technology that's surfacing into the mainstream, like Ethereum. There are going to be cyclical gyrations. But like I said, with the legislation that's now clearing the way for Ethereum, we believe that there is structural upside, and all these projects that are being worked on with Ethereum, you have, just taking a step back, you have tens and tens of thousands of developers on Ethereum, more than any other blockchain, including Solana or Bitcoin. A lot of them were frankly shy to launch their projects because they didn't want to go to jail. That era is gone, and now you're going to see a lot of projects finally launched off Ethereum without the fear of the government going after you, because there was just a lack of clarity about it. So now we have that behind us, and you're going to see a lot of unleashing of valuation on Ethereum, and that's our thesis.
Again, Crypto Crew, I understand Sam Tabar. He represents a company, and corporate interest is distinct from retail investors like you and I. Corporations are more risk averse than anything else, and he's right when talking about Ethereum's ecosystem and developers, but that's where corporate risk averse strategies fall short, as they do not keep up with the latest developments on the crypto ocean. Kaspa's core tech is a blockdag. This means blocks, i.e. transactions, can be processed in parallel, not one after another like Bitcoin or Ethereum. As a developer, your D app can handle way more users and transactions with near instant confirmations. Imagine building a delivery app on Ethereum. Your trucks, i.e. transactions, wait in a long line. On Kaspa, you have many lanes. Your trucks zip through even during rush hour. Kaspa currently is working on layer 2 solutions like rollups, which means you can build even more complex apps. Think of games, social networks, high-frequency trading without clogging the main network. And on top of that, Kaspa is designed to connect with other blockchains such as Ethereum, so you can build apps that move assets and data across different networks. Your app isn't stuck in just one city. It can send and receive packages from anywhere at any time.
What if you're wrong, Sam?
I don't believe I am. And there are a lot of doubters with Bitcoin. Back in the years I've been around, I've seen that happen before. And I'll tell you what, fiat is like holding water. Try to do that. It's going to go through your fingers. Fiat is not the answer if you want to retain your savings power. If you look at the purchasing power of fiat from 30 years ago to today, I'd rather be holding Ethereum. Ethereum has utility, has value. Even Bitcoin's a better answer. But I just do not believe that holding fiat on your balance sheet is the way forward. And I think a lot of people understand that intuitively.
Fair play to Sam Tabar. At least he realizes fiat is growing out of style. And it's good to see this type of development for the crypto ocean, with companies incorporating digital assets to their reserves. And you know what? Ethereum still is the #1 altcoin, meaning if Ethereum does well, it rubs off on altcoins altcoins as a whole. And for this cycle, Ethereum still spearheads altcoin season. And I understand Tabar's point of view because his decision making is coming from the point of view of a company, not a retail investor. That said, since your crypto crew is catered towards retail investors, with all mentioned in today's vid, I personally believe Kaspa has a lot of upside, even more than Ethereum, relatively speaking, because Kaspa is far from a finished article, yet both fundamentally and technically, Kaspa is superior to proof-of-stake crypto projects such as Ethereum. Not financial advice, just my conviction I share with conviction.
Hey Binance, when are you listing Kaspa? I'm literally here, fax it. And I brought nothing but hope.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.